Okay then folks, so today we're going to be talking about using the extension pole and changing stances. Now, why is this important? Stay tuned. Okay, so yes, we're going to be talking about changing your stance and changing sides when using extension poles. So at the moment we're using a 14-foot Unger extension on a low-level window. So we thought we'd keep it nice and low so you can see exactly what's going on. So when I'm naturally going into a more comfortable position, which is right hand at the bottom, left hand at the top of the pole, like so, my left foot goes forward and my right foot is at the back. So that kind of feels more like a natural kind of position. And that way when you're scrubbing, you can lean into the window and lean back using your legs and not really using your shoulders much. Try and use your entire body when scrubbing, and that'll lessen the wear and the strain on your shoulders and arms. Just try and rock, use your body to push forward, rock back, push forward, rock back, that kind of thing when you're scrubbing. Especially this comes in handy for doing high level work. You notice a big difference when you're working for a long period of time using that technique. So again, put the weight onto the front leg and then weight onto the back leg, weight onto the front and then weight onto the back, and just keep doing that until you've soaked up the whole window, or if you're doing water fed pole, until you've scrubbed the whole window. Now the advantages to using both sides of the body is that if you only use one side of the body, eventually your body doesn't like it. What can happen is it can lead to your hips twisting, becoming uneven, and spine injuries and shoulder problems as well, and neck issues. So what I'd encourage you to do is try and learn to use the extension pole on both sides. So whatever side it is for you naturally, so for me normally my natural side was left hand at the top, right hand at the bottom like so, but what I had to try and teach myself was to swap round. So right foot now goes forward, left foot goes back, right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom, and using it the other way around. Now it does feel a bit weird at first when you first try it, but I highly recommend that you try it out. The other advantage to being able to use both sides of your body, not only for health reasons to try and even out wear and tear, but the other reason is that if there's anything in your way that naturally, say for instance we were over here. Now we can imagine, say for instance there was something in the road here and we couldn't get access round to the left hand side of the window. If normally we were right hand at the bottom, left hand at the top, trying to clean the window from over here might prove a bit more kind of tricky from this side of the body, but being able to switch stance and put the pole more central to the window and using the opposite side. So normally this is the way I would do it, is right hand bottom, left hand top, and that would make it a bit more tricky, a bit more awkward to try and get the pole centralized. The idea is that you want to try and get the pole in the center of the window as best as you can. So the easiest way to do that from here is to switch your stance. So switching round, right hand goes at the top, left hand goes at the bottom. My right foot now goes forward and left foot goes back. And now we can put the pole into the center of the window and able to blade it down. Okay, so much easier to do. Okay, so this is what I would say is the, not unnatural, but the way I would, my most uncomfortable side would have been before I became two-sided window cleaner. This was the side that was more tricky to do, was left-hand side. But as you can see, comes up nice and clean. So that's the advantages to being able to use both sides of the pole. If there's an obstruction in the way or it's hard to access window, you're able to use the other side of your body and still be able to use that pole and tool efficiently. But the other reason, again, we'll emphasize the biggest thing I would say is your health. If you keep using one side of your body all the time, it's going to be wear and tear on your shoulders, neck, and everything else, your hips. And I know from experience, because I had a really bad spine injury and I had to go to the chiropractor after years of quite long extension poles and always using my left foot forward, right foot back, left hand at the top, right hand at the bottom. I was like that for years, and eventually my hips twisted and I had one leg longer than the other, just ever so slightly. So that all had to get cracked back in place. So take it from me, use both sides of the body if you can, and hopefully that helps you. And you can let me know in the comments below, can you pole on both sides of your body? Have you tried it? It's quite weird, isn't it? But it's the same thing goes for if you're carrying a ladder as well. Try and learn to carry the ladder on both sides of the body. So naturally I would carry the ladder like this on my right hand side, but trying to carry it on the left is a little bit weird at first, but you do get used to it. So whatever kind of window cleaner you are, whether it's water fed pole, traditional, or both, try and mix up which side of the body you're working on. Whether it's hand tools, try and switch which hand that you're using. When you're using an extension pole, switch which side of the body you're using that extension pole. And if you're using ladders, switch the side of the body now and again, which side you're carrying the ladder on. Try and even up the work for your body, and that way your body will last that little bit longer. So hopefully you've enjoyed that this week. Please comment in the box below and be much appreciated to hear your thoughts on this topic, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be good, and bye for now.